They say luck is when opportunity meets preparation, and I can't tell you how good it feels to be lucky in a life moment when you are prepared and positioned to take advantage of an opportunity that you didn't know where or when it would come. Hey, Creating Maven. I'm Joy Spencer, your reframe specialist, with one important message. Your real work, it's not your job or your career. Your real work is what you create. And what you create is what sets you apart and makes you incomparable. It's your legacy. I'm here to show you a whole new way of working so you can create with your gifts, make a unique contribution, and finally get paid to be yourself. This is Reframe to Create. The other day, I met up with a friend at a pastry shop for breakfast, and I was digging into a croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich when we got to talking about her kids and the best time to teach them a new language. So you see, at the time, my friend was preggers, and she already had 2 kids and was debating on when it was best to introduce them to Portuguese, since that's her second language. And I was like, now, do it now, get them ready now. Y'all, I was campaigning so hard because I know how powerful it is to speak more than one language and how language gives you access to different cultures, peoples, and world views, which is essentially different frames. It's like having a built-in reframe into your life at all times. It's still one of my major life regrets that I grew up in Nigeria for so many years and didn't pick up a single one of the many languages that were there because I was in environments where everyone was speaking English all the time. So I felt this one deep in my soul as I was campaigning. So we kept talking, right, and getting deeper into the conversation about language and how it opens up doors. And then the conversation meanders to seasons of life and how sometimes you can be in a season where things are kind of still or don't seem to have much traction or anything going on. And, you might feel listless during that time. And I said, just out of the blue in addressing that for her, I just said, well, be ready. Be ready so whatever happens, you're ready. And at that time, I was also thinking about my move to a new city and how that mantra had helped me. Because for years, I wanted to move out of the DC area and I didn't know where I wanted to move or when it was going to happen, but I knew I wanted it to happen. And that's all I needed to know to get ready. I didn't need to know all the nitty-gritty details. I didn't need to know exactly when, although I had a general idea. I didn't need to know even where I was going. I just needed to know that that was a desire. And so I started getting ready. 2 years before the move happened, I was getting ready to move. I decluttered decades of accumulated paperwork. I was scanning them, saving them digitally, and shredding the hard copies. I was decluttering my clothes and shoes and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was changing my relationship to mail and to things that I was buying. All of that because I didn't want to take a whole bunch of junk into my new space and my new life. I kept thinking about how every single item that I was keeping or not keeping was going to make things easier or harder to move when I eventually did it, whenever that happened. So when the day did come 2 years later, as it turned out, I moved in one of the lightest ways that I've ever moved in my life. I was down to the truly essential things in my life. And this all happened because long before I knew where I was going and when I was going, I was getting ready. I didn't know what time it was going to be or where it was going to be, but I was doing the stuff to get ready. They say luck is when opportunity meets preparation. And I can't tell you how good it feels to be lucky in a life moment when you are prepared and positioned to take advantage of an opportunity that you didn't know where or when it would come. So what does this mean for you? It means you need to get ready. Get ready so that whatever happens, you're ready. If you're thinking about moving in a year, think about what's the most important things that you want to take with you. What are the things that would be left behind as junk? And why not just junk them now? Why not just start getting ready? You may be saying to yourself, I might want to go back to school in a few years. Okay. What can you do now to get ready for that in a little way, to put yourself in a better position for it? Why wait until you know exactly where you want to go to school and exactly when there are little things that you can do even right now to get ready? You may say that you want to go out on your own or make an entrepreneurial type of move. Okay, maybe someday, possibly. What can you do now that helps you to prepare for it? In organizational development work, we usually use what we call a stop, start, continue approach with our clients to help them to dig into how they plan to shift their behaviors to achieve their new goals. And I find that it applies in so many contexts, not just in my work, but in life and other areas as well. So ask yourself that, right? What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing? Or what do you need to continue doing now in order to be ready for your whatever, whenever? And the thing that might be is something only you know, right? You know what you are starting to have budding feelings about, things that you're curious about, or the things that you want to create or that you're interested in. Just, on the periphery. You don't need to know it in detail. You don't. Because what you have right now is enough. What you already know is enough. Just the budding interest, desire, and curiosity is enough. You don't need to wait for the clearest step-by-step roadmap to start getting ready. I bet you already know right now something that you can do to put yourself into a better moment of preparedness for something that you might want to do later. Like if you want to buy a house, right? We know how to do this. And if you're like, maybe, sort of, kind of, maybe someday, you still know what to do now. Clean up your finances, do it now, start to save money so that when an opportunity comes, you can take advantage of it. You don't need to know the details of where you're going to live or exactly how much it will cost before you get started to get ready. And you already know this in all areas of your life. So think about it now. In what area of your life do you right now have a miniature budding desire? Could be a very vague desire for something. Maybe it's to create something or whatever in the future. What is that thing? And what can you do now to put yourself in a position where you can create your own luck around this thing, where your own preparedness can help you meet an opportunity? How can you get ready now? Maybe it's to learn the Portuguese, learn the French, take that media class, clean out that closet, save that extra money, because you know enough already. You have enough. You don't need to wait for more clarity because action is what brings more clarity anyway. So start moving towards curiosity and preparedness and watch how it brings the moment to you. There's nothing so good as feeling ready for a surprise in life that you're so happy that you can take the advantage of it when it arrives. So get ready for whatever, whenever. Get ready now. See you soon, Creating Maven. Until then, remember to always ask yourself, what will I create?